Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about working at Twin Peaks. I currently work at Twin Peaks, so I figured that I would make this video just because a lot of you asked me on my Instagram about working there. I figured that I would just make a video of collective questions and stuff that people have asked me, kind of go through the hiring process, what it's like working there, the money you make, and things like that. So that's pretty much all this video is going to be about. If you guys are not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that now. Turn my notification bell on so you get notified every time that I post. But yeah, so sorry if I keep messing with my hair. It's really big and I feel like it's all over the place today. To start off this video, I guess I'm going to start with the hiring process of working at Twin Peaks. And I worked at Twin Peaks in March and April. I would say between March and April of last year is when I got hired. I'm not really sure if the hiring process is any different now. I'm pretty sure it's not, but it's pretty easy. I went into the Twin Peaks and I asked for an application, so I filled out a paper application, and that same day they did an interview. When you do your interview, they're gonna ask you a couple questions, ask you about your availability and stuff like that, and then one thing that I didn't know going into the interview is that you're gonna have to change into the Twin Peaks outfit. And through that, you are going to have to get pictures taken of you in the Twin Peaks top and shorts, and then they send that to corporate or whatever. So after that, it probably took me 2-3 days to hear back from them, and I got the job. So I started working. You have 5 training days. Well, technically 4 training days, and then your last day is your mock service, which is when you have a manager come sit in your section and you serve them like you would a customer. In the first 4 days of your training, you are going through your steps of service, which is technically how you're supposed to greet and make every guest experience go. There are steps of service that you're supposed to follow. So that's really important because when you actually do start working on the floor, they have people called secret shoppers, and they'll come in and act like customers, and you don't know if it's a shopper or not, and you get graded on how you do. Just make sure that you're paying attention to your steps of service and that when you are getting trained, because that is important. Once you get hired, you're in there, you finish your training, smooth sailing. Actually, at Twin Peaks, they go by a ranking system, which you are ranked on the way your makeup is, the way your hair is, the way your nails are. You are rated on as far as what time you show up. If you show up on time, making sure you have your name tag on. You have to have a certain amount of jewelry on, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, is 2 pieces. And I usually wear 2 rings or a necklace and a ring. I have gauges, which gauges are allowed. I had my septum pierced, and I wasn't allowed to wear my septum when I was working there, but that was easy because I just flipped it up. And then eventually I just took it out, so it was whatever. As far as your makeup and your hair goes, they call it you want to be date ready. So essentially if you're going out with a new guy or girl, whatever, you want to look presentable how you would going out on a date with somebody. So honestly, how I look right now, my foundation and stuff would pass, but I would need a lipstick and some type of eyeshadow on, and I also don't have my nails done. So I would get points taken off for those 3 things. I also, I have 2 pieces of jewelry on, but like I said, I usually wear a necklace, and I actually just went to Forever 21 the other day and bought a new necklace, which I have it right here, so I'll show you guys. So this is the necklace that I bought. It was $6. But yeah, so working at Twin Peaks, you really don't need to be you don't have to have the biggest boobs or the fattest booty. Although you are a server, you're pretty much a model for Twin Peaks, and through that you just have a certain image to uphold. So yeah, At the Twin Peaks that I work at, my managers are super cool. I don't really ever have much problems with the managers. If they do have a problem with, you know, how you look or how you're coming to work, they're not the type to point it out and blank on you and make you feel like shit or anything like that. They're very good at kind of pulling you to the side discreetly and being like, hey, these are the problems that we're having or whatever. So that's pretty cool. Something that I know that's different between like Twin Peaks and Hooters is Twin Peaks allows tattoos. And I've never applied at Hooters before. I've never wanted to work at Hooters before, but I just know that I would never be the type to cover up my tattoos, because who is covering all of this up? Not me. So the fact that Twin Peaks is a lot more relaxed on things like that is pretty cool, and I appreciate that. That's as far as like ranking and stuff goes. And the higher your rank is, the less likely you are to close. You get to pick your sections first, which if you guys have ever been a server before, you know how important like your sections are, just because you can pick, you know, there are certain sections that are better than others. So having a higher rank, you'll be first to pick your section. Therefore, you have a higher chance of picking the better sections. And then, like I said, you won't have to close. So the ranking system like is pretty cool as far as like sections and stuff goes. As far as like the girls working there, like I said, I started working back at Twin Peaks last year. The girls, for the most part, like are really nice, and you grow to get really close with these girls after spending hours upon hours with them throughout the week. At the Twin Peaks that I work at, we're lucky enough to all really get along and kind of look at it like a little sisterhood, especially the people that have been there longer. They all have like a really like special relationship with each other, which I think is really cool. As of now, I'm working 3 days a week, which is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and those are usually going to be your pretty decent days. This is kind of the slower period. It's summertime, so people are on vacation with their families and this and that. So pretty much anywhere that you provide a service for people, you know like the good times of the year and then the slower times of the year. So as soon as like school starts back, it'll definitely start picking up again. We also have dress ups, and the dress ups are pretty cool. We have like a Halloween dress up, we have bikini dress ups during the summer, we have Valentine's Day, Christmas, and usually they're all pretty much like lingerie themed, but they go with like Halloween, you're doing like a lingerie costume, or like Valentine's Day, you're doing like a pink or red or white lingerie outfit. I don't actually know if they allow white. They might not allow white. The thought of a dress up makes you uncomfortable. I'm pretty sure you can like take the week off or like opt out of doing the dress up. But it's solely like up to you. There's no pressure. They don't force you to do it. But I feel like if you do the dress ups, you make more money. So it's really up to you and what you want to do and what you're comfortable with. The managers, I can't speak for every Twin Peaks. I really can only speak for the one that I've worked at, but the managers that I have at my Twin Peaks are really great. So like I said, I'm really appreciative for that. Honestly, overall, it's really not that bad, just because, I don't know, the money's decent, so it's not like it's a hard job. I feel like we probably have like the easiest job you could have, simply because all you're really doing is like serving food and drinks. We don't bus our tables. We pre-bus. So if you see that like one of your tables is like done eating, obviously take the plate off the table, take the drink off the table. Don't just leave it there, because just think about like if you were at a restaurant and like how you would feel if you just got a table full of empty, dirty plates. Like, get that shit away from me. I feel like, honestly, anybody could really work there. It's pretty much common sense, as long as you've got like a good attitude and like a pretty face. It's pretty easy. I don't know, as long as you kind of stay out of the drama, make your money. I mean, I don't really know. It pays the bills. I think if you're thinking about working at Twin Peaks, then I would definitely recommend it. I mean, it doesn't hurt to like apply and see what they say. And even if they say no, like, I wouldn't get offended, just because I know that it is like a very image-based like company. So if you just don't fit the image, you just don't fit the image. I mean, that's like not like you don't have a good image. That just means that you don't fit their image. And I mean, that's just life. Honestly, there's a lot of other places that you could go and probably make the same amount of money, maybe even more, depending on where you go. So it's just kind of like up to you and your own discretion. I personally would never like work at like a Hooters or a like Tilted Kilt or anything like that, just because, like I said, I don't really know about Tilted Kilt, but I definitely know about Hooters, and like I couldn't cover up my tattoos. I have too many, and I really don't care that much. And literally, like, where my Twin Peaks is at, there's like a Hooters like maybe 2-3 miles away, and so I know that the Twin Peaks gets more business than the Hooters does. So I just wouldn't go there. And the Tilted Kilt, I don't really know much about Tilted Kilt. I've never really been interested in working there. I didn't even know that, honestly, they were like still a thing. But yeah. So like I said, if you are thinking about working at a Twin Peaks, I mean, I would apply. Try it out, see what you think. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. It's not for you. It might not be for you. But if you do, then congratulations. And yeah, if you guys thought this video was informative, I feel like I was just kind of talking like a lot, and it wasn't really on like boop boop boop, like 1 2 3, like just kind of all over the place, but that's okay. If you guys found some valuable information in this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and as always, subscribe to my channel. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I will see y'all in my next one.